What is there a song on the album that surprised you the most with how well it turned out?
Samba Party turned out to be something new, let's say. I think it's the strangest song on the album because it doesn't have anything to do with samba, actually. It was that's a silly name. But the development was kind of funny because I never thought it was a tune that turned out to be more electric than classical, let's say. Because I started to, the theme was more classical oriented, let's say. When I first recorded, the theme was with the classical guitar. But then later on, when I was playing with the trio, I was really missing the electric part of it. So I just changed everything. And we began to work more on that song. And it turned out to be the way it is. And I don't think it's the best song on the album, but it's the most particular one, let's say. I don't think I'm really able to label it in a certain, like, it's not fusion, it's not rock, it's not jazz. So that's why if you can't label it properly, that means that it's a good song for me, at least a particular one.
Your brand new North American tour begins May 20th. It is going coast to coast. What are you most looking forward to on this tour?
Well, we have some new tunes ready, so I'm looking forward to play the new tunes because our repertoire is starting to feel very old to me. So I'm waiting to rehearse the new tunes and see how it goes. Plus, it's the first time I have 31 gigs. It's the longest tour I've done so far. So it will be great to see how the tour life it is in America, you know.
Have you been to the States before?
I've been to the States many times, but not as long as this tour. Like I've been to the States for 1 month last year, and we didn't do like many gigs. It was just for the NAM and that some other activities, and we did I think a total of 5 gigs, like on February. But it wasn't like a tour where every day you have a different gig, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be the first time where we have like a proper long tour, and it's gonna be rough. I think it's not gonna be easy because in Europe it's a little bit easier for us to go around, especially for the food, because I'm a big Italian food lover. You're not gonna find very good Italian food everywhere, but of course you're gonna try different things, let's say. But in Europe, there's a very good level of food almost anywhere. In America, you need to take care of yourself. You can't eat hamburger every day. I mean, so I think it's gonna be challenging, not necessarily because of the musical aspect, but for the let's say healthy.
I have some favorites in some cities, and after the interview, I'll throw you a couple of names of some places that might be worth trying. We've had Joe Bonamassa on the show. We've had Leslie Mandoki, who's bandmates with Al Di Meola, and both of these guitar greats have praised you and have said things like you're the next great guitar prodigy and things like that. You don't seem like the kind of guy that feels the pressure of those compliments or expectations. Why is that? You seem to be just so laid back with the whole concept, but yet here, you're getting all these praises from all these current guitar greats.
Well, I feel the pressure. It's not true that I don't feel the pressure. I mean, I'm a laid back person in general, but when somebody like Steve or Joe or people like that tells you that you're a great player, you're of course happy about it, but you feel more responsibility in a way. So a good thing is when this happened, I just practiced a lot more because I really felt that the expectations, let's say, were more high compared to before. So I feel a bit of pressure, but I'm at the same time, I'm aware that I'm extremely lucky to be able to do this as a job. So I always see uh, the bright side of the coin, let's say, and I consider myself extremely privileged to do this as a job. I mean, it's something that I love to do. I will do this even if they don't pay me, and then I have the chance to play with my friends. There are also incredible musicians. I have a team that is incredible. I I have a manager that is very passionate about music. I have a sound guy that is always taking care of all the nuts and bolts. I mean, I'm surrounded by beautiful people, and that is simply thanks to music. So, and I think the music business in general, compared to other types of business, it's a healthier one because there are more people that are here just for the passion and not just for the money. Because usually there aren't a lot of money involved sometimes. So if you're not doing it for the passion, uh, you just go somewhere else, you know? That's why in the musical business there are a lot of people that have a strong passion about it. And I consider myself, as I said before, extremely privileged to be part of this musical world.
You know, it's interesting because, I'd mentioned something about how your dad look, you could see in his eyes, he looks over when he plays with you. But I've watched some of the videos of you playing with some of these greats like Bonamassa and Al Di Meola. And it's interesting because here are these people who, are a lot of our heroes, and you'll watch them and then they'll look over and you'll see the way they're looking at you when you're playing as if they're fan gushing almost. Like these are greats that are looking at you like Al Di Meola. I'm watching one and you go to play and you're playing with him and he has this smile on his face like he has a front row seat. You know what I mean? To the Matteo Mancuso show. And I just think that there's no greater compliment than that for somebody, you know what I mean? To have some people of that skill level and look with admiration while they're literally playing with you. Like it's just, I don't see that with many, you'd see people do that with, and I'm not trying to add weird pressure to you, but you'd see people do that like with Prince and with certain people where they would just look like they've seen an alien. You know what I mean? And I just think that, I mean, that just is such a testament to your special skill set that other people go, as good as they are, they go, I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? Like you can see that, and it's just fabulous to see. So kind of wrapping up here, you've experienced a lot at this point in your musical journey. We talked about a favorite musical memory from when you were producing and stuff with your father. Is there one that you've had along the course of your career, one that stands out kind of more than the rest? Is it playing maybe with one of your heroes or playing in front of somebody that was really special? Or is it just playing with a certain group of people that meant something different or something like that?
I'm trying to think about it, but there are a lot of beautiful musical memories that I have. I think maybe there is a musical experience that came to my mind. Maybe it's not like my favorite one, but one of the most important ones for sure. Back when I was around 14 or 15 years old, we had a rock metal band called the Pornosaurus. We have this strange name, and we were playing local gigs everywhere near Palermo. We were just playing covers. I mean, like Crazy Train by Ozzy Osbourne or, AC/DC tunes, kind of, more rock and roll stuff. And sometimes we were just paid with drinks, not even money, but we didn't care. I mean, um, I think it was one of the best periods of my life, let's say. Everything felt really joyful. Like, and I remember back when we were playing, a lot on various gigs that I felt, oh, I need to do this as a work. It's so much fun. I mean, you play with people, you hang with people after the concert. It's so much fun. And that was like maybe one of the periods where I really realized, okay, I want to do this as a job because it's incredibly rewarding. And plus studying guitar was rewarding as well. So I think that was one of my favorite musical moments, let's say, or musical periods of my life.
Where can our audience find you and follow you on various social media platforms?
Well, you can check out the website where there are also all the gigs in America. Instagram and YouTube are the two platforms I use the most. I'm also on Facebook, but I tend to use more Instagram and YouTube. But yeah, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, and plus my website.
Matteo, thank you so much for joining us today. I mean, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matteo Mancuso.